Hello everyone, this is Kelly, your pre-physician assistant student helper, and today I wanted to talk about what you need to do after you apply. I think a lot of people think that once they've hit that submit button on their application of CASPA and their supplementals, that they are good to go, they are done, it is smooth sailing from here, and I would like to disagree with that because once you're done with your applications, there is no guarantee that you're going to get in. And so even if you have like the best application ever, like you really just don't know what exactly those schools might be looking for that day. And so I suggest that you continue shadowing, continue your community service, continue getting good grades if you're still in school, continue your everything that you're doing, especially if it's something that you love. So when you have those interviews, you can talk about it. Or the unwanted option, I guess, is if you don't get in, your application for next year is going to be incredible. So right now, a lot of my friends are hearing about interviews, and I'm just so excited for them. And for me, I'm still waiting, and I do have a lower GPA, so I was anticipating, perhaps not, it wasn't as, this sucks to say, but like, since my GPA is lower, I don't anticipate getting in my first time, even though I'm doing everything I possibly can and more to prove to these schools that like I am good enough and that I can succeed in their program and everything. And so what I've still been doing is shadowing. I just got a brand new shadowing opportunity in neurosurgery. I'm so excited. I have not been in an OR yet, and so this will be my first experience there, and I could not be more excited. I still have my leadership role in future Aggie physician assistants, and I will be, this year I'm their vice president, and for this semester I'm their vice president, so I'm planning volunteering events, supporting the president, holding people accountable for what their jobs are, and just, doing everything that I can, to prove these people that I can still do it. I've also been to open houses for, I've been to open houses for every single PA school in Texas except for one because I can't apply there. I don't have OChem 2 at Tech. But that's something that I highly suggest you do. Like once you've applied and you've hit all your submit buttons, go to an open house. Like go there, introduce yourself to the faculty or whoever's speaking and like tell them like, hey, I just applied. I really want to be at your school. These are the reasons why. I just loved your presentation. Something like that, because for one, that's dedication that you're driving to that school, and two, you're going to learn a lot. And for example, at Pan Am, they really look highly into people who go attend open houses because, it gives a lot of really great information. Like he told us what to expect in the interviewing process, and that's huge. Like you're not going to get that. I mean, maybe it's not insider information, but that's not something that you're just going to find on their website. And so I'm really thankful for that. And it's something that if I do get an interview there, I will definitely be looking forward to talking about because their open house was great. And it's still my number one choice. I would love to go there. But yes, still shadow, still volunteer, still get patient contact hours, still do everything you were doing beforehand. And, maybe you do get in and you're like, man, I just did all that stuff for nothing. That's something you can talk about in interviews. That's something you can encourage other people to do as well. And I think it speaks really highly of yourself because you're always trying to better yourself. And I mean, for me, that's exactly what I'm planning on doing, and especially I would absolutely be elated to get in my first time. But the reality is with 4% acceptance rates, it may not happen. And so I'm just doing everything that I've been doing before still, even though I've hit those submit buttons, like take a break, go on vacation, celebrate, go shopping, do something like that. But then as soon as you're done with that little like excited period, get right back into it and just keep on bettering yourself to prove to these schools that you can do it. I'm really, really happy to announce that my last prerequisite that I had to take, microbiology, I got an A in that course, and I'm so thankful for that. I really needed that just to give myself a confidence boost as well. Make sure you have all your transcripts sent to the schools that want them. Some schools don't want them, but just go over your little checklist. call your favorite schools every once in a while and say, hey, I'm just checking in on this. Unless, of course, you get an email that says, like, do not call us. We do not take any calls right now, because we definitely had that. But, you know, if it's your number one school, don't be afraid to call. Don't be afraid to tell them your name and say, look, this is my first choice. I just want to see how the process is going. I'm really interested in attending this school. And I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, I'm still interested. It's just like a job interview, you know? You kind of call and check in and make sure that things are still going in your favor, especially if that's exactly where you want to go. At this point, since the application process is just finished, well, I guess the UTMB date was September 1st to have everything verified by. I know some other dates are October 1st. I think for Pan Am, it's October 1st. So, like, they're still accepting interviews. There's rolling admissions. There's not rolling admissions. Like, you've got all different kinds of things going on with the schools. But don't stop doing what you're doing, because that's going to look really good. It's going to show that initiative. And as long as you keep on powering forward, like, even if you have a setback, you're still 10 steps ahead of somebody else who thought, like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do anything anymore. So I definitely suggest just continue shadowing, look for new opportunities, maybe shadow a nurse practitioner just so you have a different perspective or something like that. You know, continue volunteering, do something you love. Like, I love carpool, and so I'm, you know, continuing to be a safe ride home for people every weekend in the Bryan College Station area. Let's see. Find some leadership role you might like. I don't know, just do things that are going to better yourself. And, you know, you also have to think, like, if you don't get in, what's your plan B? What are you going to do that's going to better yourself for next year? I'm going to be taking an EMT course in the spring, and so I'm really looking forward to that and seeing how that is going to, I mean, for one, I'm going to learn so much and get that hands-on experience, because you have ambulance ride-outs that you're required to do, and you have time in the emergency room that you're also required to do, and you gain all that experience as well. And, you know, it's something in the healthcare that's just going to help me so much. So I'm excited about that. And I also graduate from Texas A&M in May. So, you know, I got to look at what's going to happen in the future if I don't get in, because, you know, I don't want anything that's going to hold me back. I only want to go forward. And I want each and every one of you to think about that too, especially with those 4% acceptance rates as well. So keep on doing what you're doing. You got this. And I wanted to welcome all my new subscribers. I'm really happy that you're here. I hope these videos are informative and helpful. You know, this is just something that I'm doing because I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about being a mentor, and this is just one outlet for me to get that done. So please continue to ask questions, and I'll keep you guys updated as I'm going. And after some of my friends come back from their interviews this month, they have them in like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm so excited for them. I'll probably give you guys an updates on how that went for them, and maybe some tips and pointers on the interviewing process, because I know I'm going to want to hear them myself. So, again, I hope you're having a wonderful start of the school year if you just started back. End of your summer if you're still relaxing, and please don't hesitate to ask any questions. I will answer them to the best of my abilities, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!